Now let's talk more about the impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte with attorney Michael Yusinko, Senior Research Fellow at the Ateneo Policy Center. Good morning. Thank you once again for joining us, Prof. and attorney.
Good morning, Angelo. Good morning, Angela. At good morning sa mga listeners and viewers of the program.
Attorney, let's start off. No? Kasi there was a, I'd like to bring this up. No? There was a survey that came out that a majority of Filipinos want to see the impeachment go to trial. But if you look at the surveys, mataas din ang trust rating ni VP Sara. So there's a school of thought na despite of having a high trust rating, if this does not go to trial, baka magkakaroon ng malaking backlash daw against most of the senators. What do you think of this, attorney?
It's possible, no? It's certainly possible, Angelo, na if the senators do something unconstitutional, that the people will punish them. In fact, I would say that the people should punish them. Voters should punish them for doing or for committing an unconstitutional act. So, meron talagang mangyayaring backlash kung hindi nila ituloy yung impeachment trial, because the Constitution is very, very clear that an impeachment trial must be conducted. So there's no way around it eh. Buti sana kung merong pwedeng legal argument to say na pwedeng hindi ituloy yung impeachment trial. And believe me, I've been trying to look for one pero wala talaga. So hindi sila parusahan ng taong bayan kung hindi nila gampanan yung kanilang tungkulin na binigay sa kanila ng ating saligang batas.
But before Angel, attorney, kasi you said unconstitutional, no? Ang problema kasi may debate both sides about what is unconstitutional and constitutional on this issue. Well, even the frame attorney Monsod said that the mere fact that the Constitution was designed to protect the people, dapat at all times they should be accorded the opportunity. And he was saying, case in point, it only applies daw na sinasabing hindi pwede mag-crossover from 19th to 20th Congress. Is the only time na hindi pwede yon is it should be allowed because when you talking about hindi pwede, you're talking about yung mga bills that have lapsed already, legislative agendas, and this is not a legislative agenda. Is that what you're talking about, attorney, when you mean if hindi palusutin ito unconstitutional?
So yeah, that's a part of it. But let's just go down to the fundamentals of it. Very clear naman sa saligang batas that once the articles are transmitted to the Senate, they should commence trial immediately, forthwith. No? So there is no contemplation in the Constitution for the impeachment trial not to be undertaken. No? So yun ang ibig ko sabihin. If the senators now decide that for one reason or another, they will not continue the trial or they will not undertake the trial, then that decision is unconstitutional and the people should punish them for that.
Now let's talk about the impeachment resolution to dismiss nga po the impeachment case against VP Sara na later on we found out na nanggaling pala sa opisina ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. What do you make of that? Pag yun po ba ay ginawa ng Senado, meron po ba tayong makikitang legal problem in that area? Meron po ba talagang part in our Constitution na pwedeng gawin ng Senado na mag-dismiss ng impeachment? Or it is really their duty na ituloy yung impeachment trial against somebody?
Yeah, Angela, so as I said earlier, there is absolutely no legal basis to dismiss the impeachment trial outright. No? Impeachment complaint outright.
Right.
In fact, the Constitution is very clear that a trial must be conducted. So yung resolution na final, or if a file, presumably if a file, that has no legal basis at all. No? And it should not be carried by the other senators. No? Because if they do, and they decide by majority vote that they will just simply dismiss the impeachment complaint, and not proceed with the trial, then that is an unconstitutional act on their part. And the people, voters in particular, should punish them for that.
But I understand, attorney, no matter what happens, this 19th Congress has its duty to push through with the impeachment. Now, the question on if it can be crossed over to the 20th Congress, you're saying parang it's another issue altogether, and most likely, attorney, you see this going to the Supreme Court.
Yes, that particular issue, yung crossover issue,
separate
Angelo,
yun. Separate. No?
I would admit that hindi malinaw ang constitution doon.
Okay.
So there is no clear provision or even a hint of a ruling in the in Article 9 about that, no. But it's very clear na dapat mag-conduct ng trial. Ang 19th Congress, which they should have done months ago. Now, whether that will cross over to the 20th Congress, at least I am under the thinking that it should. Because the trial must continue until it is terminated by a decision.
Yeah.
So, therefore, it should carry over because, first and foremost, the impeachment responsibility is given to the Senate is not a legislative function. In other words, the rules on their legislative functions, yung sinasabi ng iba na once they adjourn finally, then that ends. No? Yun, for their lawmaking function, yun.
So, they're stating kasi yung Neri versus Senate on that particular agenda, yung continuing, hindi na daw continuing body pagdating doon. Your thoughts on that po?
I have to read that case, but there is also the other case cited by more prominent professors than I am, yung Pimentel versus Joint Committee of Congress that says that yung termination applies only to their legislative functions. No? It doesn't apply to their non-legislative functions, which the impeachment falls under. No? So, and also yung mga ibang the crossover opinion can be justified by other reasons. No, so the fact that yung sabi nga nung isang drafter of the Constitution, the number attached to the name Congress is only a number.
Yes,
because the Congress as an institution, in this instance, the Senate as an institution, continues, no? Hindi napuputol. So iba-iba lang yung number pertains only to the elected people, to the institution, no? So ang bottom line dito, I would say is that once the trial is commenced, and it's already commenced actually, yung technically speaking, kasi na-transmit na nga yung articles sa Senate, the only way that ends is with a decision, and therefore kahit anong Congress pa ang maabutan nun is irrelevant, because
that's right.
Once the trial begins, it must end by a decision, either acquittal or conviction.
Parang in some sense kasi, attorney, si Senator Tolentino had almost the same sentiment with slightly a different twist, no? Sinasabi niya it is their duty, no, na pag na-transmit, that kailangan nga mag-convene into an impeachment court, but he says that he does not believe that they can cross over into the 20th Congress. Kung kailangan daw nilang tapusin bago maging 20th Congress, kahit mag 24-hour court sila, gagawin nila. Pero ang isang interpretation naman ni Attorney Monsod was saying, at the end of the day, if there is a question of constitutionality with these issues, you have to look at the basic fundamental, which is the Constitution was designed to protect the people. So no matter kung anong rules ng Senate, at the end of the day, if the Supreme Court were to interpret this to protect the people, the trial must continue no matter what. Whether tapusin nyo as 19th Congress or ilipat nyo sa 20th Congress. Is that basically the gist of what you're trying to say, Attorney?
Certainly, no. So I would lean towards Attorney Monsod's view here, no? Na kumbaga if the confusion carries and persists and it's brought to the Supreme Court for resolution, I'm confident that the Supreme Court will also be of the same view as Attorney Monsod's, no? That Article 11 of the Constitution is precisely there to protect the people, no? To hold impeachment in particular is there to hold high officials of the land accountable. No? So yung mga excuses na ministerial and administrative, they would play second to that, no? Na hindi pwedeng sila yung manaig doon sa primary purpose ng Constitution, which is yun na nga, to protect the people and hold highest officials of the land accountable.
So paano po yun, attorney, no? Kasi June 11 will be, sabi nila, no, yung hearing ng articles of impeachment, reading, no, ng articles of impeachment. That's June 11. And then magsisine die or mag-adjournment na sila ng June 13. So that would be 2 days lang para maasikaso yung impeachment trial against VP Sara. Eh, di ba po ba pagkatapos na ma-hear yung, or mabasa yung articles of impeachment, meron pong 10 days si VP Sara para sagutin yun. So talagang hindi nakakayanin. So in a way, parang sinasabi ni Senator Bato, wala na tayong oras. So in that way, di ba parang tama siya? Or meron pong provision doon na pwedeng paikliin yung 10 days?
So medyo complicated yung tanong, no, Angela, but let's first begin by saying that the responsibility to conduct the trial or to hear the trial is given to the institution, to the Senate. No? It doesn't matter kung sino yung nakaupo dun sa Senado at that particular time, because the responsibility is given to the institution.
That's right.
No? So in your example, no, so nagkaroon ng reading of the articles on June 11, which is part of the procedures, and then yun na nga, bibigyan ng pagkakataon yung impeached official to answer, and yung kumbaga yung trial action will commence, will begin. That will continue because the institution is doing the job, no? The institution is conducting the trial.
That's right.
Now, kung saan abutan yung proseso, meaning to say, kung halimbawa, nagkaroon na ng examination, direct examination, cross-examination, obviously, the institution cannot do that. It's the people in the institution who does that. Kung sino man yung tao na nandun, kung sino man yung senador na nandun at that particular time, siya ang gagawa nun. So, it doesn't matter kung sino yung, kumbaga, kung sino yung nakaupo. Right? Ang what matters is, at that particular time, kung sino yung nakaupo, siya ang gagawa ng trabaho. So, the 19th, 20th Congress issue there is irrelevant in the sense because it's the institution, the Senate itself,
not the people,
which is conducting or hearing the trial.
But then a question, last question. Then how about the process of swearing in of as the senators, as the judges? Kasi if it happens, hypothetically, if it happens on the 11th, you swear them in as senator judges, pero 20th Congress ang sasalo, do you have another swearing in?
Yes, of course. Because they're new senators.
New judges.
They're new judges. They will assume the position. They have to be sworn in also. So, again, Angelo, these are what we call the ministerial aspects of the process.
Na burden sa Senado dapat.
Yeah. So, this should not be the cause of, kumbaga, saying na hindi dapat matuloy.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So, these are just administrative matters that can be addressed by the Senate leadership or the Senate institution themselves.
Okay.
This has no bearing at all as to the disposition of the case itself, of the impeachment case itself.
Yeah, I understand.
Very quick na lang, Attorney, before we let you go, because we don't have much time anymore. Do you also believe in what Senator Coco Pimentel is saying na prepare to be disappointed tayong mga tayong publiko na baka talagang hindi na magkaroon ng impeachment trial because of of what's happening right now?
Well, ang position ko kasi is, Angela, is hindi pwedeng hindi matuloy, no? Because the Constitution again is very clear that a trial must be conducted. Now, if the senators decide that they will not conduct the trial, then they are doing something unconstitutional. Now, you can be disappointed by that, pero ako, I would rather say na dapat parusahan natin sila. Because hindi pwedeng gawin yun, no? Hindi nila pwedeng bastusin yung saligang batas natin na ganun-ganun lang. Na dahil lang sa political aspirations nila or because of partisan alliances, sasabihin nila ang Constitution ay pwedeng isang tabi. Hindi pwede yun. Hindi dapat tayo pumapayag na ganun. So, I would be disappointed, of course, but I would more than disappointed. I'd be angry and really, kumbaga, sinasabihin ko na, parusahan natin sila.
I-impeach sila yung mga holdovers daw. Another impeachment case. Pero Attorney,
kung pwede lang.
Kung pwede lang. Thank you, Attorney. But most likely we'll be talking to you again because come that time, for sure, we'll be looking at the gods of Padre Faura. Aabot yan. Both camps will be filing. But it's going to get interesting. Thank you for joining us, Attorney Michael Yusinco, Senior Research Fellow at the Ateneo Policy Center.